What's going on, guys? So if you're new here to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and share, and enable notifications. That way you never miss out on any of the Naruto lore based topics that we discuss here on the channel from the 1st of the month all the way up to the 15th of the month, and then everything afterwards are Boruto fan theories and Boruto chapter discussions mixed in with a little bit of lore. That way anime only fans aren't being alienated. So if the YouTube algorithm accidentally brought you here and you have no idea what Sasuke Jinraiden is, I recommend going to the homepage of the YouTube channel, scrolling down to the Naruto novel section, and clicking on the playlist that's going to be titled Sasuke Jinraiden. That way you guys will be able to catch up to the story from the very beginning. So with all that being said, let's get right into today's installment of Sasuke Jinraiden. So what I like about this scene right here is that we get to see a little bit of Itachi Uchiha's legacy and Sasuke's reaction to it. And there's a very, very heartwarming scene where Sasuke, upon hearing all this information about Itachi, he doesn't have like the mental breakdown that he had in Naruto Volume 43, where you see Sasuke and his hands are shaking and he has the panic attack and Obito has to remind him to breathe. It isn't a situation like that. Instead, hearing about the kindness of what Itachi's done during his time at this shrine and during his time when Itachi would come here for his medicines, hearing about the good deeds that Itachi did, it brings Sasuke to a moment where we see Sasuke do something that we don't necessarily see Sasuke do a lot, especially in the time after Itachi passed away, which is Sasuke breaks down into tears. And that is, for me, one of those signs right there to where we always knew that this version of Sasuke, where he is right now, he was in a very emotionally vulnerable situation where his state of mind could be swayed one way or the other. And it was something that Itachi foresaw. Again, Itachi was always that character that thought 10 steps ahead. Itachi even anticipated the fact that there was the off chance that Madara might end up talking to Sasuke and corrupting his mind. And if something like that happened, he had this contingency plan, not just for Shisui's Kotomatsu Kami Crow, but also a contingency plan dependent on the fact that Sasuke might come to the village of the Wolf's Howl, which is where we're at currently, and Sasuke ended up meeting Kina and Reishi, and Itachi anticipated all of this and was counting very heavily on Reishi's words being able to reach Sasuke. And that's the scene that we're going to be covering here. And there's a little bit of fallout here, and I like what you end up getting is Sasuke has a little bit of a reverting, and it kind of proves what he told Naruto before he gave Naruto Shisui's Crow, which is the fact that Sasuke is a blank canvas. He can be dyed any color at any different time depending on what his experiences are, and it's going to be very important for the people around him to be able to support him. And what I like about this is, again, it kind of ties back to the fact that if Naruto in Team 7 and that Itachi pursuit team would have been able to get there before Obito, Sasuke would have walked a drastically different path. And I discussed that over on my original channel, Kryptonian Saiyan. I did a video on that channel about 4 or 5 years ago titled, "What if Sasuke never knew the truth about Itachi?" I recommend checking that out if that's something that you're curious on. I'm probably going to remake that video here on Naruto Explained, but with the scene and the context finally being set, we're going to begin reading the scene from the light novel, and then I'm going to come back to you guys with my thoughts. And it's here I'm going to begin quoting. "Was Itachi's health condition already hopeless? I asked. I'm sorry," Reishi said, looking away. I shook my head. "You've got nothing to feel sorry about," I said. At that point, Kina spoke up. "Itachi was always calm and quiet. He even helped me when those from the Sendo clan were annoying me. It also happened that he would stop and sleep in the shrine on the back until the medicine was ready. From time to time, I brought him some seaweed onigiri. At first, whatever thing I asked him, he just remained silent. However, little by little, he began talking to me. That's why I knew about his brother. One day, I tried to ask him what kind of guy you were, and he just burst out laughing happily. I listened to him silently. After a moment of hesitation, he gazed into the distance, and he told me that you were like me as far as simplicity and honesty. He added, however, that since you were completely unable to show your good intentions, he continuously had to keep his eyes on you to prevent you from getting into trouble." "Wait, are you crying, Sasuke?" "No, it's just my eyes that..." I began. I turned away and I changed the subject. "What can you tell me about the Sendo clan?" It's a group of failed ninja. They're the ones who deal with the hypnotic illusionary medicine. After the village's declaration of neutrality, the unemployed ninja formed a gang and started acting like criminals. Under their leader's guide, Jiru Sindu, they began selling poor quality stuff. Reishi explained to me. Do they want to take possession of the Kotaru? I asked. The Kotaru is a hypnotic illusionary medicine that our father created in order to get rid of a monster named Rowan. Jiru Sindu put his eyes on the very powerful hallucinogen and he's plotting on taking possession of it to gain from it. There are numerous shinobi that can't accept the neutral state and use that substance to escape from such a harsh reality. Reishi said, I don't give a damn about what will happen to this damn village. When our father died, the villagers changed their attitudes towards us. Damn them. They'll pay for it, shouted Kina, slamming his fist into his palm. And why is that? I asked. They all claim that our father controlled Rowan, making it attack the village. Kina shouted. I had deja vu. Madoru Chia had attacked the leaf, controlling the nine-tailed fox. The image of the village destroyed by the tailed beast flashed before my eyes. Kina. There's no need to tell everything to a stranger, Reishi abruptly interrupted him. Kina bit his lips and glared sternly at his brother. Sasuke, I'm sorry. Sasuke, I'm sorry you came here just now, but because of yesterday's big commotion, all the medicament jars broke. I need time to prepare the medicines. I'd be grateful if you could come another day, Reishi said with a detached expression. He seemed like a whole new person. I guess I have no choice but to wait. End quote. And what I like about this right here is that after Sasuke has a moment and he collects his thoughts, Sasuke lays down in the same spot where Itachi would lay down at the back of the shrine. And Sasuke is sitting there deep in his thoughts, and that's when Kina comes up to Sasuke, and you have this really cool exchange where there's a little bit of world building go on where you learn more about how this village acts and how they use stuff like the fireflies that are exclusive to this island to make different medicines, as well as stuff like perfume, because the female fireflies are able to give off a particular type of scent that women use for the perfume. However, Sasuke notices as this is going on that the young boy that Sasuke found out that Itachi looked at and viewed as being a reminder of Sasuke because of how alike they are, the child, Kina, was wearing a mask. The same mask that Sasuke saw in that dream that he had, where the boy in the mask was warning him not to trust Madoru Uchiha. Sasuke reaches out and he takes that mask off and he sees that the boy's been beaten up. And Sasuke in that moment right there does the same thing that Itachi did, which is Sasuke realizes, okay, the kid was being beaten up. Kina's been getting beat up by all these thugs out there. And when he hears that Itachi once protected Kina and that whenever Itachi was staying in the shrine, all those beatings would stop, Sasuke then takes time and he listens to Kina talk about his plan to try and restore the honor to his clan's name. And that's something that really strikes a chord with Sasuke, because as we all know, when Sasuke is first introduced to us and he has this big speech, he says way back in part 1 that he wants to restore the Uchiha clan. And a lot of people thought like Sasuke was just gonna be out here busting nuts left and right and various women, and that wasn't it. He wasn't gonna be giving the Uchiha greatness to everybody. Restore the Uchiha clan was in particular something that was being referenced towards restoring the honor of the clan, because Itachi, by being a clan killer, being a rogue ninja, Itachi had disgraced the honor of the clan. And so that's part of what Sasuke was looking at right there. Killing Itachi would be something that restores the honor to the clan, because Itachi seemingly had disgraced the clan, even though the clan itself had disgraced itself. But Sasuke at the time wouldn't have known something like that. And so what I like right here is that Itachi once protected this young boy Kina. Now Sasuke's doing the same thing. In a way, Sasuke's carrying out Itachi's legacy here. And what you also see is that Sasuke is taking steps towards becoming who Itachi hoped he would be, which is a ninja who would be in service of others and walking in that path of light. And so Sasuke says he'll protect Kina and he'll help him with this goal to restore the honor of his clan while he waits on the medicine that Itachi had made, because Sasuke wants to verify the information about it. However, the other side of this too is Sasuke says that he'll do it in regards to a price, and the price that he wants is that onigiri. So I thought that that was kind of cool just to see again that other side of Sasuke right here, because the man's been crying, he's been interacting with people that Itachi definitely cared about. There are people that were close to Itachi, and you see how in this time right here again, he's a blank canvas that can be paint it one way or the other. And I love exploring this fragile state of mind that Sasuke's in, where his emotions are all over the place depending on what happens to him, and he's acting based off of impulse. He's also subconsciously gathering this information, going through it, and then making follow-up decisions in order to see that through. So what I want to know from you guys is, on a scale from 1 to 10, now that you know this information, 1 to 10, how likely do you think Sasuke could have been convinced to go back to Konoha if Kakashi and Naruto and the Itachi pursuit team were able to find him? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.